Greetings to the AML compliance enthusiasts. IFSCA, AML, CFT, and KYC Guidelines 2022 mandates the regulated entities operating in or from IFSC to develop and implement a robust AML program to identify and report suspicious transactions associated with money laundering or terrorism financing. In this video, we shall discuss the stepwise process the IFSC entity should adopt to effectively implement the AML program in compliance with the IFSCA guidelines. The AML guidelines provide that the regulated entities should adopt a risk-based approach to identify, assess, and mitigate money laundering and terrorist financing. And for this, it is critical for the entity first to assess the risk to which it is exposed in the ordinary course of conducting business, considering the factors such as customer base, the geographies of business operations, product and services offered, the volume and complexity of transactions, delivery and distribution channel, etc. This business risk assessment shall help the entity prioritize the risks, design adequate risk mitigation measures, and optimally utilize the resources. Regulated entities must have a comprehensive AML framework that complements the business activities to identify and manage the financial crime risk effectively and ensure adherence to the applicable regulatory landscape. Considering the outcome of the business risk assessment, the entities must develop AML policies, procedures, and controls that provide the guidelines related to 1. Customer onboarding, covering process to identify the customers and their beneficial owners, screening the customers, assessing the risk each customer poses to the business, etc. 2. Mechanism to detect and report the red flags internally from frontline employee to the AML compliance officer and externally from AML compliance officer to the financial intelligence unit. 3. Strong AML governance structure, prescribing the roles and responsibilities of the senior management, need for AML training, implementing a period review of the systems and controls, etc. 4. AML documentation, laying down how documents and information would be retained, for how long, and, importantly, what information and records are to be maintained. An entity must deploy appropriate and adequate emerging technology and solutions commensurate with the risk exposure and the designed AML policies and procedures. The IFSC entity must consider deploying the AML tool that supports processes like customer screening, customer risk assessment, and ongoing monitoring of transactions and business relationships. The software must be capable of handling and analyzing large volumes of data, generating timely alerts of any unusual patterns and red flags detected. Timely and thorough training must be conducted for staff and senior management, creating awareness around the internal AML policies and their roles and responsibilities to stay AML compliant and combat financial crimes. It is essential that an entity reviews its AML program and introduces necessary amendments in the systems and controls to ensure its congruence with the entity's exposure to mlft risks and the latest regulatory developments. Entities must also maintain an audit function that is sufficiently resourced and independent to assess the quality and effectiveness of the entity's AML policies and procedures. This periodic review must cover the test of the entity's AML measures actually implemented vis, the ones documented, the relevance of the enterprise-wide risk assessment, and factors considered to assess the risk, the strength of the systems implemented for AML compliance, etc. By following this systematic roadmap to the AML program, from business risk assessment to the periodic program review, the IFSC entities can ensure 100% compliance with the regulatory requirements while safeguarding the business from exploitation by financial criminals. Trust that this video helps you navigate the successful implementation of the AML program and stay compliant with IFSCA's AML guidelines. Stay tuned for more informative videos. Thank you.